Hey guys, you're watching Team APS. Today we're a bit late, but we're opening the Master of Pendulum structure deck.
Ooh.
This got released pretty recently, last Friday I believe.
Sir, yes sir.
And this is supposed to be a pretty meta-changing structure deck.
I mean, it's magicians. Yeah.
Unleash the full potential of pendulum summoning. So pendulum summoning wasn't a full thing until this thing released, apparently.
It definitely sped up a pendulum game a little bit.
Master of Pendulum showcases every method to special summon from your extra deck. Fusion summons, synchro summons, and Xyz summons are all possible thanks to the power of pendulum summoning. A summoning method that lets you summon as many monsters as you want, all at once.
Ooh.
With the ability to perform all 4 of these summons in every duel, you'll have unparalleled power at your fingertips.
Unparalleled! I mean, that is interesting.
And it's fully compatible with the cards you already own. This structure deck includes 38 common cards, 2 ultra rare cards, 3 super rare cards, a beginner's guide, a double-sided game mat,
oh my god,
and dueling guide with tips to help you tip the scales.
Wait, is it a double-sided game mat?
Yeah, and the tips help you tip the scales. And to learn how to use pendulum monsters, scan the code to watch a how-to video. So Konami's actually doing that now. You can scan a QR code.
That's cool.
So we're going to open this. I don't know what the major things in this deck are, but you do. So
oh yeah, man.
You can sort of, I mean, you know.
It's just all the magicians and their spells.
You guys can probably, viewers, if you want to like know in depth on how this works, there's probably like tutorials online about the best like casual magician decks to build, the best competitive.
Reddit has all your answers.
We'll be sleeving these in fitting sleeves, I think. I don't know what the names are.
They're the magicians.
So this is how you can further your game.
I hope we
beginner's guide.
I hope we pull an Allies Absolute.
You say pull as if.
What?
Oh, here's a double-sided game mat. It partly explains how to play.
It's like partly product promotion.
Yeah, I guess it's like telling you, here's all the things you need to buy to make this actually work.
Jesus, that's a lot of cards.
Wait, let me see. Okay.
Okay. So,
so if you get all these things,
you'll be good at this game.
Yeah.
Ew, like the Star Force structure deck on there? No one should buy that.
And then you got this awesome mat that, as usual, would have made a better actual mat.
Like, yeah.
And in Japan, they probably have it as an actual mat. But, you know.
But you get paper.
That's how it goes. And here is the actual deck itself.
Oh my god.
I'm really excited about this. I don't even know what the first one is,
Ultra rare. It's gonna be Odd-Eyed Meteor Burst Dragon.
You want to bet? I bet it's not.
It's Odd-Eyed Juliet Dragon.
So there's an Odd-Eyes of every type in here, right? I think.
Yeah, you have
right?
there's a ritual. Not ritual.
The ritual's not in here though.
There's an Xyz, a synchro, a pendulum, and a fusion.
Alright, so Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. It's just a synchro. It's a generic.
Yeah.
And when it's special summoned, you can target a card in your pendulum zone and special summon it. Also, this card can't attack first this turn. You can only use this effective Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon once per turn. Monsters in your opponent's possession can't activate their effects during the battle phase. That's neat.
He's good pendulum support. Like he can support any pendulum battle.
And Odd-Eyes Absolute Dragon, which
he's really
is pretty big, 2,800 attack. When any player's monster declares an attack, you can detach one Xyz material from this card, negate the attack, then you can special summon an Odd-Eyes monster from your hand or grave. If this card's Xyz summoned, if this Xyz summoned card is sent to the grave, you can special summon an Odd-Eyes monster from your extra deck except Absolute Dragon. You can only use each effect once per turn. Oh, that actually is pretty good.
That's a hot
it's probably better than the first one.
It is. Yeah, in my opinion, he's much better. Much better.
And then Noble Dragon Magician. Don't know what it does.
It's a lot of, basically, tuner, it can do some, like a free synchro summon.
And then Oath Dragon Magician.
Helps her do that.
And Wisdom Eye Magician.
He's the most important guy.
So these are all of your hollows.
Okay.
We'll quickly sleeve these up just to let you know that they're important. It seems like the synchro probably is average, but the Xyz. Yeah, I showed them. Yeah, it's these cool like magician-ish sleeves. And I feel like, so which are the magicians that are useful, or have we even gotten to those?
Oh, well, he's the most useful, Wisdom Eye, because with him you can get into any of your other magicians. Like just any magician you want, you can get him with his effect. Why did it look like they got lost from the anime they're supposed to be in?
Oh yeah, they do. Like their art is very like distinctively different than most.
Like, I mean, all the magicians are really good and really interesting. Well, the new ones, of course. But yeah, Wisdom Eye is the linchpin, so he lets you get any of them.
So now for our commons. DRAGONPULSE Magician, DRAGONPIT Magician.
Two very good magicians.
What's their flavor text? This boy magician has the gift of seeing the natural lines of energy that run through the earth, which his people call the pulse of the dragon. His exuberance and skill put him in high regard with his mentor, the DRAGONPIT magician.
Oh yeah, there's actually I know they relate some like Chinese like
thing
methodology or something.
Lines.
Yeah, like
so this is his mentor.
dragon veins and dragon lines, something like that. It's a thing.
This gifted magician can awaken the energy stored in the deep places of the earth known as the pit of the dragon. His stoic approach wins him new friends. Few friends, and he often bends to the desires of his pupil. Oh, so the pupil's wearing the pants in the relationship.
So Alec, do you think that sounds really K or what? Yeah, that's a little K.
Performapal Skull Crobat Joker. I've heard this one's
That's one hell of a name.
supposed to be a really good one. When it's normal summoned, you add a Performapal monster, a pendulum, a magician pendulum, or an odd eyes monster from your deck. Jeez.
That's all I gotta read. That's all that matters.
That's really good. Stargazer. I remember this came in the first one. And Time Gazer.
He exists.
He's the one on the sleeves. Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon.
He
It's like the 5th reprint of this thing. Performapal Silver Claw. Performapal Solid Tiger. Performapal Trump Witch.
Chief uses.
Why is this in here?
Who knows?
Metaphys Armed Dragon.
I don't know why that's in here. Chaos Hunter? That's a useful older one. Why is that? Why is
Sulier. Dragon.
the dual mode beast? This used to be good in skill drain decks back in like 2006.
So recent.
Lila I like. Nice inclusion. Fencing Fire Ferret. Actually like a decent side card a few years back.
But it's only at 1 in here, so that's weird.
Yeah. Inari Fire. Ooh, Nefarious Archfiend Eater of Nefarious.
You know, you can use, there's a Shadow's build that uses like all 3 of them.
Gigabyte, actually a pretty popular card right now in the Performage Pendulum deck.
He better be.
I believe it's him.
I mean, he's right.
One or the other.
I mean, either one. I mean, he's the one that has attack points.
Why is he like
Goblinberg, X-Saber Airbellum, ooh. Okay. Recover. So at least you get like 3 different tuners of different levels, so you can
do some stuff.
kind of do your synchro summoning. Alright, so those are the monsters.
Yeah.
No, Recover kind of reminds me of Scalengolf, you know that card.
Yeah, I remember that old one that like draws when it flips or something. Sky Iris. Magician, Performapal, and Odd Eyes monsters in your Pendulum zones can't be targeted by an opponent's card effects. You can target one other face of cards you control, destroy, and if you do, add 1 Odd Eyes card from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. So it's a field spell.
Interesting field
And
spell.
also, it also searches Odd Eyes Fusion spell card.
Pendulum Call. So this is the biggie. This is like the Rhoda. Discard 1 card, add 2 Magician Pendulum monsters with different names from your deck to your hand, and also, until the end of your opponent's next turn after this card resolves, Magician cards in your Pendulum zones can't be destroyed by card effects. You can only activate 1 Pendulum Call once per turn.
It's funny.
1 per turn.
Pendulum Call actually messes with you more than your opponent.
You can't activate this card if you activate a Magician monster's Pendulum effect this turn. So you couldn't use Wavering Eyes after this.
Yeah, you can't waver. You can't use a Wisdom Eyes effect because a lot of your effects would involve destroying your pendulums in their zones and then doing
So this is
stuff.
fast, but it does have some drawbacks.
Yeah, but your opponent won't. Your opponent won't know that. They'll be really annoyed.
Pendulum Shift. Pendulum Rising, so just kind of generic Pendulum support. This is quick play. Target 1 in either player's zone, declare a skill from 1. Okay.
That's a weird card to use.
I like the inclusion of Sacred Sword.
That needed a reprint.
This
Did you buy
is
those?
cool.
Yeah, don't grind me.
I'm glad this got a reprint. Summoner's Art.
Yeah.
MST. Scapegoat, kind of random. Forbidden Dress, cool. Poly. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I love a Terraforming reprint.
I mean, so there's not actually a fusion monster in here, so I guess you have to work.
Oh no, Paul. Keep going.
Wait, is it the end?
It's weird
Oh,
like that.
okay. Polymerization, terraforming, just search that field spell. Pendulum back, powerful rebirth. That's actually a pretty popular little card. It's a little better than Call in some situations. Trap. Whoa, they put in Trap Extrapole Nightmare here?
Interesting.
That needed to happen, I think.
This is now a
It's
stable
a pretty
card.
solid card.
Imagine if like Time Space was in here. That'd be good.
That'd be too much, Paul.
Yeah, that would be.
Torrential Tribute, Eradicator, and Runai's Pendulum Dragon. We know all about pulling this. So,
Froze at it.
so that's the structure, I guess. It seems really interesting. So I guess with this, the Pendulum deck is now relevant. Perhaps?
Yeah. Magician Pendulum decks are now going to be everywhere. You're going to see more Magician Pendulum decks than you saw Hero decks. And that's going to be pretty impressive to say.
I want to remind you guys.
More of this than you saw Cleaforce.
I want to remind you guys that you can actually learn how to play a budget version of this deck online, and there's probably like an expensive version of this deck. So, what are you building with it? Aren't you making just sort of?
It's going to be an Odd-Eyes Magician Fusion deck. It just focuses more on the fusion aspect of the deck than like the Xyz and Synchro. 200
likes and you'll see a deck profile of it. Anyway, guys, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed the opening. Remember, this is definitely worth picking up if you can find it. So, we had to go to some lengths to get a hold of it, but
I went to 4 places. 4.
But it's cool. So, hope you guys liked it. Give it a thumbs up. Tell us what you think of this structure deck, and we'll catch you guys later.